people dream of becoming a college athlete. There are so many boys and girls that want to be just like Kevin Durant or Jenny Finch when they grow up. When you ask a little boy what he wants to be when he grows up, a lot of the time you're going to get similar answers. A baseball player, basketball player, football player, and so on. But the odds of becoming a collegiate level player are slim. NCAA tells us that about 4% of high school athletes will play a college sport. So obviously, it isn't a walk in the park. But there are some who make their dream reality. Sports have been a very big part of my life since I could remember, and I'm proud to say that I'm a part of that lucky 4%. Today, I would like to persuade you that college athletes should get paid because it's basically a job, they represent the college, and colleges are making money off them. A lot of people just see the college athletes performing at games, but not many people truly understand the hard work and time that they put in preparing for these competitions. These athletes don't just have 12 to 15 hours of classes, but on top of that, they have 3 to 6 hours a day of practices and workouts. Big deal, right? Well, as a college athlete, I understand that this is not an easy task. College athletes have to stay eligible in order to play, so they also have to stay on top of classes and make sure they are turning in all their work, even if they miss for a game. They must communicate with all their instructors and a lot of the time work ahead in order to stay eligible. And the practices that these athletes have every day aren't like high school practices. They're much more intense and require a lot of focus. After these long and hard practices and workouts, the athletes would love nothing more than to go back to their dorm and take a long, refreshing nap. But that's definitely not an option. There are too many assignments to get done and tests that need studying for to take a break like that. College athletes put in at least 30 hours a week just in practices, and that's not including traveling and games. Sounds like a job to me. Aside from all the hours of hard work that these athletes put in, they are also representing the college. Anytime the team goes to play somewhere, these athletes are what the opposing teams are going to judge the college off of. For instance, everybody knows Kevin Durant, right? Well, when you think of him, one of the first things that comes to mind is the University of Texas. Why? Because that's where he attended college. So not only does that bring exposure to the university, but it also makes them look good because such a great basketball player came out of there. Though it can be a good thing, as I just stated, it can also work in the complete opposite way. When visiting other colleges, if an athlete is to get in trouble or show terrible sportsmanship, the other team is going to remember that player from the college and will cause them to have a bad reputation. I don't know if you've noticed or not, but money has become a very big part of our society. I feel like if our college athletes were to get paid, maybe they would be more conscious about how they acted and made the college look. Speaking of representing the college, have you ever seen an OU jersey with number 9 on the back? Well, if you have, did you know that Trevor Knight actually receives no money from that jersey? That to me is unfair. The university is using him to make money off merchandise, and he gets not 1% of the profit. Granted, I don't believe he should receive all the money, but if he was getting paid, then I wouldn't see a problem with them keeping the money. But since college athletes don't get paid, how should the colleges and universities be allowed to make money off of them? Other than jerseys and shirts, these players' numbers are also put on video games, but once again, these athletes don't see a penny. In the video games, they make the avatars look and play like college athletes, but don't use their last names. However, it's not like everybody doesn't recognize who they are resembling with that avatar. In an article by Travis Waldron, he stated, if they were using the likeness of actual people, they wouldn't be making nearly as much money. These athletes are making universities rich off of jerseys and merchandise, only to receive the small price of nothing. Athletes work their whole lives dreaming of becoming a college athlete. The select few who make it there are very talented and dedicated to their sport. Once they get to this level, they only find out that it's just more work, harder work. College athletes don't spend their college years just hanging out because they basically have a job. And they can't have bad sportsmanship or make bad decisions because they're representing their college or university. But the college will definitely sell their number on a jersey if you're their star player, which is great publicity, but they keep all the money. College athletes go above and beyond, and I think they are definitely entitled to getting paid. Thank you.